reviews, extra sweet. Tune in, folks, and don't be late. Interviews that sure are great. From Kentucky's rolling hills we stream. Matt delivers every fan's dream. Claim your favorites, join the quest. Heroes for hire are the best. Superheroes, villains too. Every issue something new. Golden age or modern finds, entertaining minds of all kinds. Comic book sales you can claim. Join the club, win comic fame. Hear the stories, catch the vibe. Heroes for Hire feels alive. From Kentucky.
Woo! What's up, guys? It's me,
everybody.
Heroes for Hire Comic Club, Matt. We got Crazy Joe, Crazy Hungarian in the house. Welcome to our first episode of Matt and Joe's Bad Cinema. We should say hello. We got Psychotronic Squirt Gun, and he's in the chat. He said he can't. I have to take care of something personal for you guys. Their own kind of sucks. We'll check the rerun. You got it, no problem. And how you doing, Joe? Let's do a little.
Good.
All right, good. Well,
Good,
it's
man.
well, we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. The waters went down a little bit. It got right to the bottom of the bridges around here, and then it went over a few bridges. I don't know if there's any. A couple of them are washed out, and but there's like a lot of the low-lying areas is a no-go right now. They shut our flood wall for the first time in 30 years. That's how bad it got. So,
Holy crap.
yeah. So it's we had one in '77 when I was like a year old. And it flooded the entire town. They almost just bulldozed the town and started over, but they were able to save it. They built a flood wall around it, and it would also be a good place if zombies if we ever have a zombie apocalypse, just come to Pineville, Kentucky. And we got a flood wall around the entire place. So
Nice.
it looks like a little fort. It kind of like I guess we'd call it Fort Pineville or something. I don't know, but it's I don't know, man. It's just well, one thing about around here and everywhere that I like is that people come together when there's something bad happens. So
Yeah.
for the most part, I mean, there are, I guess, some people that don't give a crap, but that's not me. But today we're going to be talking about the movie. It's directed and written by Andy Sedaris, and I believe it was produced by his wife. His wife's name is Arlene Sedaris. I believe she was the woman with the money. I'm pretty sure she was the reason that's why she's the producer. She's the one that had the purse strings, and it's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
Sugar Mama.
Yeah, it's starring Ron Moss as Rowdy Aveline, Donna Spear as Donna. That was real creative. Hope Marie Carlton as Taryn. Cynthia Brimhall, and I got a picture of some of these lovely ladies. I forgot to get a picture of him because let's face it, the women of this movie are the star of the show. I mean, that and the snake. I thought there's a giant snake in it. But here's the wonderful Donna Spear. Some people may have seen her before. She's been in several Cinemax movies that come on after dark, I'm sure. I think she's a former Playboy Playmate as well. Then we got the other one, which I love this one. This is a turn for her.
Yeah.
She's kind of fun in the movie. She's kind of playful. Donna Spear. Yeah, but not Donna Spear. Hope Marie Carlton is Taryn. And then we have and I'm sure some people will recognize this lady from several films. Cynthia Brimhall. Brimhall as Eddie. She's still gorgeous, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
All these girls are still very pretty. Which, I can't say the same thing for me. I'm 48, and they're probably older than me, and they look better than I do. So I don't know, but we have a couple clips here in a minute. Let's just show. Go ahead and share just pick the one that's the trailer that I sent you because I'm having trouble on my side with the internet. But I'll show a couple of screenshots where you're getting that ready. Like that's Ron Moss right there, right? I think that's the one is that his name? Or Ron Moss, I think. And then you got I mean, I don't know
Well,
what
it
agency.
just
Okay, you got it. I don't know what agency where the ladies dress like this, where they all dress like that. But sign me up for it right now. All right.
okay. I'm doing something here. Something's going on.
All right. Well, probably shared the wrong one, I think.
Yeah, just a sec. Is it on there?
No, I had to bring it back up. Just share it again. It's okay. Anyway,
Sorry, folks.
there you go. I see it down here. He was dropping hand grenades out of a.
Of America's finest, ready and willing to pay the price for paradise. Ninja. They're undercover, but not under-equipped.
Yeah, we gotta have phone cards.
On this mission, there's hard flying, hard playing, hard fighting.
Agents are everywhere.
Have no mercy.
No money.
Kill them all.
Uh-oh. That ludicrous rocket gun they got. There you go. Well, if that should tell you if you need to know about that movie, but I'll go through the cast again. I didn't get all the cast. We got Ron Moss as Rowdy Abilene. What a name. Donna Spear as Donna. Hope Marie Cart. Well, they spell her name Donna in the movie, but her real life name is Donna. So I don't. Hope Marie Carlton as Taryn. Cynthia Brimhall as Eddie. Wolf Larson as J.J. Jackson. Harold Diamond as Jade. And Yukon King as Cat. And then you got Herb Burdett as Dog. So cat and dog. I don't know. Yukon King. I think that's those two idiots.
Yeah.
That try to get the diamonds at the, and it's directed by Andy Sedaris, written by Andy Sedaris, produced by Arlene Sedaris. And the synopsis is this. I got it written down. I wrote it down. I typed it down. 2 drug enforcement agents are killed on a private Hawaiian island. Donna and Taryn, 2 operatives for the agency or the Molokai Cargo Company. Actually, I don't know what kind of agency it is because if you see the way they dress, I really don't think it's a government agency. Accidentally intercepted delivery of diamonds intended for a drug lord named Seth Ramiro, who takes exception and tries to get them back. Soon, other agency operatives get involved, and a full-scale fight to the finish ensues. Complicated here by their very dangerous snake, infected by deadly toxins from cancer-infested rats.
It's pretty intense, man.
That's pretty intense, and I gotta ask you, how much cocaine was consumed in the room where this screenplay was written? Is what I want to know, because it
A lot. I'd say about a quarter of the movie's budget was probably used on the cocaine.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Columbia didn't get like a credit in the credits
Yeah.
by Columbia. Maybe not the government of Columbia, but
Peru, the Peruvian flake.
Yeah, it's turning blue, Sarge. It must be some high grade stuff.
So we were talking about this earlier here. The guy that plays Rowdy, he's the one that had the bazooka, or rocket launcher, or whatever.
That guy.
Right there. Don Moss. He was in a rock group called Player. And what song was it?
Oh, it was you said a minute ago.
Come on, Joe. But anyway, he was in a rock group back in the 70s. He was a lead singer, bassist. And they toured around quite a bit. They're kind of a big opening act for a lot of the bigger bands back in the day. And Baby Come Back. Baby Come Back.
Any kind of fool could see.
I was wrong. But yeah, that's that dude that sings that song. There's that guy
Dude
right
with the rocket launcher is the guy that sung that song. Okay. That's pretty cool. You see the giant snake. There is the snake that's been infected by cancer-infected rats.
Yep.
I don't know. I didn't think cancer was a communicable disease, but whatever. I mean, I guess whatever works. I'm surprised at the time period they didn't use another disease that was out at the time that was hurting a lot of people. But anyway, so there you go. This giant snake. Well, anyway, let's start off. Okay. The start of the movie, you got this. Actually, I think it takes what, like 2 minutes before somebody's topless.
Yeah.
It's like about a minute on camera. After a minute of Donna Spear being on camera, she's topless.
Yep.
Which I mean, I'm a guy, so I have no problem with it. Donna Spear is the one up front. I call her D cup, and I call the other girl C cup. But that's probably kind of rude. I probably shouldn't. But I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, they got some pretty good talent up front there. I'm just saying. Anyway, so she's like, I'm sure whoever the doctor, whoever did that, it was a hell of a plastic surgeon.
Did a great job. Great job.
Anyway, so they come find out they work for this agency. So the other girl, played by Hope Marie Carlton, she's like under her protection or something. That's the way I figured. That's the way I took it.
Yeah.
And there's a call back later on when they go to her room. They have a Malibu Express poster on the wall. If anybody knows anything about Andy Sedaris, that's one of his first films was Malibu Express. And it was if you were alive in the 80s or 90s and you were up past midnight, I'm sure you saw it on Cinemax at least once in your life. I mean, there's just no way.
And also the name of the boat is the Malibu Express too.
That's right, Malibu Express. And they kind of talk about like, oh, this guy became a movie star, but this is who we were. They were in a movie with him before, those two. So that's how they explain away her having the poster, that they turned their true life adventure into a movie. But then I've ever heard that Donna Spear was not happy with her performance in this movie because she was kind of had a substance abuse problem at the time.
Oh.
And so she's not really thrilled with some of her, but I thought she did pretty good. I mean, for what this movie is, I mean, look, this movie was never going to win an Academy Award. It's never going to win a Golden Globe. It's never going to win the BAFTA Award? It's never going to be a Cannes Film Festival. It's never going to be at like any film festival or anything like that. But for what it is, you got a bunch of gorgeous ex-playmates. I assume I didn't really see in their background if they were, but I assumed that at some point they were in some men's magazine. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with that at all. More power. We used to get the ones from under my dad's bed all the time. Yep. My stepdad.
Different times back then, man. Different times.
Yeah. Sometimes all you have was a Sears catalog. Just saying. So anyway, they fly out this. They have this. They work for this company called Malachi. Is it Malachi? Malachi
Loa or so, yeah.
Malachi Cargo is what I'll say. So there's a MacGuffin at the first of it. They have a giant snake in a crate. They don't really say much about it at first.
No.
But they're going to fly these two people. This couple are going to go were they going out camping on some island that was remote?
Yeah.
So they land
honeymoon. Was it they're on their honeymoon?
Yeah, they're on their honeymoon. And it looks like they land the plane on what looks like a golf course.
Yes.
It had to have been a golf course because I saw sand traps. So it couldn't have been a remote island, really. Anyway, so I don't know why anybody would fly somebody to a remote island and leave them there. It just seems pretty dangerous. And you'll find out why I mean that in a minute. So anyway, and this is the part that gets me, that I think is a plot hole for me. Not the helicopter. The remote control helicopter is awesome.
Yeah.
And the guy that plays, what's his name? Jade, that guy, Harold Diamond. I don't know where they found this guy at, but God bless, he's freaking awesome.
Yeah, he is.
the main bad guy. I just it's so terrible. But so anyway, the helicopter lands. It's not the girls see it and they open it up. The door opens. It was not intended for them. And they find a bunch of diamonds in there. Well, the guys that were intended to pick it up see them and start shooting at them. So Taryn, played by Hope Marie Carlton, pulls out a convenient ninja star out of her boot and throws it right in the chest of this dude. And then they take care of these. They dispatch them. They don't kill them, but they get injured. And they run and get in the plane and leave. And they leave the couple on the honeymoon.
Yeah, they left them behind.
Guys with guns.
And you got to remember, she only had one throwing star too, so she had to grab it.
He went over and pulled it out of his chest.
Yep.
And
the other girl, she had the nunchucks because right when you see her, right, she's by the plane when they're getting everybody packed in. The couple, she's got like nunchucks, and you're like,
why does she have
nunchucks? You know.
Also, I want to know why they have a tool belt on, like they're getting ready to be a lineman somewhere in Wichita, like Glenn Campbell. She looked like she's getting ready to climb a telephone pole. I don't understand why they have all the tools hanging.
Just had to add more to the costume or something. I don't know.
And we gotta forget. You know when it's going to be a good B movie when they have a song that's the title of the movie and they play it prominently throughout the movie because they probably only had one song. Too bad. I wish we could share it because actually after you listen to it, after I've watched the movie twice, it's kind of damn catchy.
Yeah, it is
for a crappy song. Yeah. I got a hard ticket to Hawaii. And I don't know, but so okay, where's the point we're at? Okay, they get the diamonds. One of the greatest lines in the movie's coming up. They're talking about what are they going to do with these diamonds? They need to call what's his name? Rowdy Abilene, played by Ron Moss, I think. And she's like, well, let's get cleaned up and we'll get in the jacuzzi. I do my best thinking in the jacuzzi.
Topless jacuzzi time, dude. Topless jacuzzi time.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Thank you. So anyway, so they do. And when they say they do their best thinking in the jacuzzi, Joe's right. They do their best thinking in the jacuzzi, but they do their best thinking in the jacuzzi while they're topless.
Topless. And you notice it's just like a regular thing for them, So they must have
the whole movie they're topless. I mean,
it's like it's jacuzzi time and they're topless. They don't care. They're just having this conversation. It's all intense and stuff, and they're just topless.
Hey, there's Boggs. He's at work. Hey, Boggs. And also,
the
one thing I thought was weird is she's got the diamonds. She pours the diamonds in her hand while she's in the jacuzzi. Yeah. She's looking and drop them in the jacuzzi.
I know.
That's just like a nitpick by me. I wouldn't have done that, but I was distracted the first time I saw it by the fact that they're topless. But I caught that the second time because I don't know. Sometimes the second time, even though it still distracted me, I was able to do my job and like discover another plot. I thought was I guess it's not a plot.
See, I think back then when they made these movies, the writers are like, okay, this is a very pivotal scene because we're going to find out about these diamonds.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that's great. But then they're like, we just can't figure out what exactly to say. So then they're like, wait a minute. Let's just have them topless while they're talking about it. And nobody's going to listen to the dialogue. They're just going to look at the, the D and the C cup. So, man, classic 80s.
Classic 80s. Yeah. And you got, we forgot to talk about, then we get to the guy, we introduced Rod Moss and his buddy. Yeah. I think it's, what's his name? I think it's Wolf. It's Wolf. Is his name Wolf Larson?
Yeah.
JJ, played by JJ Jackson. These guys are this is the kind of guy that's always in it. Andy Sedaris has a type of woman and man that he casts in movies. And it's the buff guy, kind of seems a little bit dense, probably, then you got the hot women with the big bust, probably have fake, the fake chest, which, silicone in them, they're probably, I love Donna Spear. I've always loved Donna Spear, but she's got to be at least 50% silicone, I think. But there's nothing wrong with that, though. She's naturally a beautiful woman, though. And so actually, she's in her, I think she's like 58 or 61 now. And you saw the picture. She's still attractive woman.
Yeah, she's
So
a
okay,
cutie.
where we at? We got the guys. They're doing this horrible martial arts, and you notice how the camera is zoomed in so tight, so you can't tell how bad they actually are at martial arts.
Mhm.
Even though I'm not a martial artist, but I've watched a lot of kung fu movies and a lot of karate movies in my time. I've watched some of the greats: Bruce Lee, Sonny Shiva, Jet Li,
Yep.
Jackie Chan, Cynthia Rothrock. There's one. I'm breaching now for one, but Mateus Hughes, people that can actually fight.
Yep.
And these guys, they don't got it.
No, they're just like, cool.
Who? And then
Yeah.
he said a Confucius joke. I can't remember.
Oh yeah. What was it? Oh,
I can't remember, but it was something that's so stupid.
it was so dumb, and it was just like, yeah, but no, it was just basically like, I don't know. It was like,
they were like touching arms. It was like they were just like, it was kind of like they were trying to recreate the Predator when
yeah,
Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers just touch hands.
Yeah.
They're like,
do the
killing you, son of a
pushing
bitch.
pencils.
Okay, so let's fast forward. You go to this bar, and they have a girl, Eddie, played by Cynthia Brimhall. I always say her name Brimnall or something, but I feel like I'm going to say Bernthal, like the actor John Bernthal every time. I don't know. It just kind of confuses me.
Right
But
there.
anyway, very lovely lady. I like those redheads. She's got red hair in this movie. And she's probably about as good as actor as anybody else in the movie. I'm just going to be honest. But anyway, so they ask her if there's anything going on. Can you tell us? She goes, well, I don't know. I don't really deal with. I can't remember exactly what her job was, but she like worked with them somehow. And then did she date the other guy? One of the guys she was like seeing, right? I think it was Wolf. No.
Wolf. Yeah.
Wolf.
Wolf. Okay, so
And, go ahead.
there's that. Okay, so when in that big guy, the big dude, and then his wife or whatever, his girlfriend, he's sitting next to him,
Yeah.
and he was like, the weirdest thing, because they never talk about it again. It's just a weird line to throw in there, and she's like, he goes, I just love you for your mind and not your body, and she's like, yeah, well, you practically raped me last night. And he's like,
that's Andy Sedaris.
yeah, and you're like, what? What is that? What? And then she asked if he wants, hey, Mike, and you're like, what are you?
And you're still sitting down after he's what the hell?
Yeah, you're like, what? You practically raped me last night. And he's like, oh, baby, whoa.
And then there's an interview scene. He's supposed to be like a sportscaster. He's got that young guy that fools around with Hope Marie.
Yeah, that was.
And, he's interviewing these two football players, these two African American football players. And he asked him, how did you get that game-winning touchdown? I'm not going to tell the joke because I'll get in trouble. But just look it up. He tells an extremely
racist joke.
So it's just like, whoa! I had to kind of pause for. I was like, whoa. Just put it this way: if a white guy said it, there's no way in hell you got away with it.
Oh no!
But it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to. We're not doing that culture wars. I'm just telling you facts of the movie. But anyway, so we move on to the next part, and then you find out what comes next. Oh, then we have the guy. I don't know who the guy that plays the guy at the warehouse, right?
Oh yeah, their boss.
Yeah. Well, okay. First, what happens is he's going to like, I found out this snake is a dangerous, very dangerous snake. Said it was quarantined by the Department of Health. By the way, the Department of Health has nothing to do with animals.
I know.
You know what I mean? The Department of Health, like that's where you get if you got BD or something, you go, or that's where you get your free birth control or what. That's kind of what the health department stuff does like that. I think you would call the CDC or animal control for this. But anyway, I've never heard of this, but it's apparently a very dangerous snake that's infected by deadly toxins from cancer-infested rats.
Pretty,
So yeah. So they're okay. The ladies have talked about what they're going to do, right? With the diamonds, like we got to figure this out. This is where we've really stepped in it, and like these guys in pantyhose on their head, they look ridiculous. By the way, they come in with their nunchucks and a little knife. Looks like he's got a paring knife or something that he got out of a kitchen.
Yeah.
And they're like, call him the B word, and like, okay, bitch, you're going to do this and that, and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, so they finally get free of them because that's, so they go back, and the other guy that's played by, I think his name is, I don't know, but it's the other guy. He's like the guy they call Seth Romero, like sends these guys in there. He's in the car.
Yeah.
And he's a giant snake, which is broke free by now. And he's like freaks out and starts shooting at it.
So yeah, so you have this. So you got this Seth guy who's just supposed to be the major badass.
He's supposed to be
Just
the
a
biggest
major
badass
badass.
in the whole place.
And he gives out this high pitched freaking, and he's like passing out next to the car. He can't get in the car, and he's shooting at this. But the weird thing too is like at the beginning of the movie when they put the live snake in the plane, how big the box is, right? The box is just tiny.
Yeah.
But the snake is like
It's bigger than longer than my house, probably.
oh God. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah,
And
so
it's obviously it's a fake snake being operated by somebody off camera. In fact, there's one point where I think I can see like a fishing line pulling the snake along.
yeah, the guy Rodrigo Obregon
Yeah.
is the guy who played Seth.
Okay. Yeah, that guy's also that guy that played Seth comes back in all Andy Sedaris movies as a bad guy under a different name. If you ever notice, you'll see that some of the same people. Well, obviously you'll see Donna Spear, and Hope Marie Carlton in a lot of these movies.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Cynthia was in a lot of them after that, but I think she was. And I don't know. I think Ron Moss might have been in a few of them because, but I'm not sure about that. But I'm pretty sure Ron was in them too. I feel like I know these people at this point. I've watched this movie like 3 times now in the last week, and I don't know. I feel like I know. I did a lot of research on them, and everybody in this movie, I think, except for Andy Sedaris, I don't know. I think Arlene Sedaris is still alive. Are still alive for the most part, which is probably a miracle considering they probably were all. I don't want to speculate, but I mean, it was Hollywood in the '80s. It wasn't really. They weren't technically Hollywood, so.
And Ron Moss was also on Bold and the Beautiful.
That's right.
Soap opera.
Okay, I'm trying to remember where we're at in the movie now.
We're at the when he freaks out over the snake and they're fighting.
Okay, he freaks out the snake. Donna comes out with a little pea shooter and manages to get off a face shot. I don't know how. There's no way that gun could have aimed that far. That probably would have felt like a BB hitting you at that range. I don't know, but it hits him right in the nose or mouth or something. So they retreat. So at this point, you find out that all these bad guys are pretty much incompetent so far. So anyway, they after that, I can't remember. Okay, so the girl's at the bar, played by Cynthia Brimhall, and there's a bartender there that seems a little off. She's supposed to be a lady. But, there's a song by Aerosmith called Dude Looks Like a Lady. Well, this dude is like some secret evil assassin or whatever, right? And he's just been in drag sitting there waiting for some information to come through. I guess he just dresses up in drag.
About 3 inches of makeup on his face. It's just like.
So you tell me he was already like this before the guy needed the information, though, right?
Yeah.
Before he needed somebody inside to find out what was going on. This guy was just sitting there waiting already. He said, well, hey, I already got this guy disguised as a woman. So let's, one of these days it'll pay off, right? One of these days it'll pay off. Said it finally paid off, apparently, because he's in the room. This girl says, you need to get home, talking about her body or whatever. And it's not a her, it's a him. Because as soon as that girl leaves, he takes the wig off. Starts taking the eyelashes off, making it, and he calls up, and goes, yeah, we got this girl. So they kidnapped the girl. Long story short. So I think we're at the point where Hope Marie, of course, Hope Marie Carlton has to hook up with the sportscaster guy, the young one. So we have a gratuitous hookup scene that really has nothing to do with the plot of the movie. Doesn't push the story forward at all. So we got that. Which is still cool. Now, when we talk about the skateboarding. Okay.
Skateboarding, dude.
You have that clip. I don't know which one it is. we could show the skateboarding clip.
Okay, I'll just click on this here. Oh no. Oh gosh, nope. Wait. Sorry, dude. We don't need that one.
No, and by the way, guys, it was hard to find clips for this movie because there's a lot of nudity in this movie.
Yeah, I suppose we can't really.
When we get better at this, what we'll do is we'll like maybe put a reel together. All right, I'm waiting on it. What we'll do next time is put a reel. We'll like if I learned about how to edit better, we could like put a reel together and just show like highlights of it.
We don't have the one with the. We don't have the one with the skater dude.
Okay. Well, anyway, the skateboarder guy. My bad. The skateboarding guy is like he's like riding down there, just doing his thing. You can tell he's like an old school skateboarder, like from the 70s, like before like they started doing like vert. So because he's doing like handstands and stuff on it, and so he just goes by and goes, "Let's get in there." But he's got like in the car. The guy picks him up in the Jeep, and they're hitmen, right? So the two male leads, played by Wolf Larson and Ron Moss. What's a hell of a name? Wolf Larson.
Wolf Larson.
That's I had a name like that. I know that's not his real. I'm sure that's not his government name. But anyway, Wolf and Ron, they play Rowdy. Rowdy. Okay, so the characters Rowdy and JJ. They're like I can't remember what exactly is going on because this movie's kind of disjointed. The plot's all over the place. There's a lot of stuff going on that probably was unnecessary. But anyway, so we're gonna take these guys out. So the skateboarder guy, he's got a blow up doll in the back of this dude's Jeep for some unknown reason, right? So then they go, all right, you get out and get on the skateboard. He's got the doll with it, the blow up doll, like one of them cheap blow up dolls you're getting in an adult shop in the 70s or 80s. And he's holding on to he's trying to hide his gun. It's the only thing that's very distracting. So he's riding about shoots. And is it JJ he shoots? He shoots him right. Looks like he shot him right in the damn heart.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, all right, man, I'm cool. And they're like, oh, okay, you just got shot in the heart, bro. I don't know how you're okay because it looks like you shot him right here. But it's supposed to make it like here, but I think they screwed something up. They were probably trying. He's got a tank top on, so they were probably had to hide the squib right under the fabric. That's the only thing I can assume that screwed up. But anyway, you don't want to get shot. Let's put it this way, guys. You don't want to be shot anywhere, but you definitely don't want to be shot here or here. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the guy takes a shot at him. They take him out, I think, right? I think we have a little gunfight ensues or something.
Yep.
So anyway, we're going to move forward to the part where the ladies are doing surveillance on this guy's island, and they're like, they see the bodyguard out there with playing frisbee with this girl in a bikini. Oh well, this place is armed. Then they find out that their friend Eddie, played by Cynthia Brimhall, has been taken captive. So they decide to go back, and we have a great scene where they're all loading their guns. Oh, but there's another scene I want to talk about that I forgot about before I forget.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Let me bring this up here just a second.
Okay, because we really need to see this. It's hard to explain just how ridiculous it is. Also, if you can you find the scene where that guy hits on Donna in that restaurant? Because her reply is just gold. All right. Yeah, let's give it a minute. It'll come up, guys.
Okay, here it comes.
All right, here he is. Look at this guy. That's pretty impressive handstand.
You got it?
Skateboard. Yeah. It's just mine's choppy. I won't be able to see a lot of it.
Check out my hat.
It's like, what?
What are you doing? Is it working on your end? Because it don't work on my end.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. It's not?
Here's the gun, skater. Blow
I
him
have
away.
problems like
No
3D
problem,
stuff
baby.
like But here he goes with his blow-up doll down the road.
Look out, he's got a gun.
Yeah, he's got a gun.
This is the best. Oh yeah,
Hey, how about
Dude,
you?
he shot right in the chest.
I've been better.
yeah.
I'll live.
Let's get
I've
this
been
better.
Oh, how are you living? And then look what they do to him. There ain't nothing left of that guy.
Damn.
And then for good measure, he blows up the blow-up doll. I don't know why that was necessary, but whatever.
The bazooka, Rowdy?
It's the only gun I can hit a moving target with.
That's right.
Good hunting weapon, huh? Let's get into town, get you patched up, then we'll go over to Edie's.
Oh, that's beautiful. Did you see?
Well, let's just get patched up. We'll go over and get something to eat. No big deal. I'll get
Yeah, no
guys
big
shooting at me every day of the week. Every week somebody's
got
shooting at me. He might, you got shot right in the chest. So, all right. There's a part, and if you can find this one, let me know. But Donna Spear and Hope Marie, they go into this restaurant. This little sleazy guy comes up, starts hitting on Donna, and he says, "I'd like you to sit on my face." And he goes, "Why?" She says, "Why? Is your nose bigger than your dick?"
Yeah.
That's actually the best joke in the movie.
Yeah.
But we don't have to watch that one. But then, okay, so then they find out that their friend has been took captive. So of course, JJ is really upset because that's his woman. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I could tell by looking at Cynthia Brimhall why he would be upset that they kidnapped her. Believe me. So they're like they got to see where they're loading guns, and then you have the what's her name? Donna and Donna Spear and Ron Moss have a sex scene, pretty interesting one. And while the other two are sitting there talking in the other room and drinking, I think they're drinking vodka and telling bad jokes, telling puns from James Bond movies. But anyway, there's another joke that's told when Donna and Rowdy get out of the bedroom. I think what's the girl say? What does Taryn say to her? Says they're like, oh, you're just eating or something. She says, I could hear some awful loud chewing in there or something, or it was something weird.
Oh yeah, it was someone getting something to eat, and it was like I chew loudly, or chew loudly, yeah, or something like that, and then it was like, yeah, we could hear you.
It was lame, whatever it was. So anyway, these people are loaded for bear. Although some of these weapons, the dude's got this one weapon, and I got a picture of it right here. I don't know what's up with this weapon that Rowdy has here. It looks like a pellet gun or something. It doesn't even look like a real gun. But I mean, now she's got a Uzi. This is like a legit Uzi.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they got this is the type of weaponry they'll have in there. They go in there and they just mess these people up. There's no other way around. They have and he got to say he takes a frisbee out that has razor blades on it and at a guy's face. I think I had that one in there, but I'm not sure I had that clip on there. But anyway, we probably shouldn't show that one. It's a little bit violent. But the next clip I want to show is there's this woman that's just remarkable female bodybuilder. I mean, she is put together. And if I'm saying, if I dated that girl like that, I wouldn't have to worry about ever getting in a fight again because she could probably beat some. But she's a good looking woman, though. I'm not saying that. But she's pretty buff. The clip said, The Bold and the Beautiful was a very popular primetime show in Europe in 2010.
Yeah.
And he says that Moss was a participant in the Italian version of Dancing with the Stars, came in second with his partner, Sarah Di Baria. Thanks, Cliff. We need the info like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
And, I mean,
here, let me queue up this one here.
All right. Because I would tell you what, this right here needs to be a clip on my show. If anybody knows how to clip anything, clip this scene of the female bodybuilder like doing her little thing with the nunchucks. Because that right there is the kind of outro. I need that kind of video on my show. All right. Yeah, I got it. Here we go. This is she's a very impressive woman.
Here it goes. Here it goes.
This scene has to be in the movie.
Here she comes.
That's enough. You get
Yeah,
the point.
it's like it's like, what is she doing? Yeah.
And of course, you had to be the bikini to do that, right?
Yeah. I mean, anybody.
I need to know a woman's name because I don't know. That's just great casting. The one thing I can say about Andy Sedaris and his wife is they know how to cast some of the most beautiful people you've ever seen. I mean, I'm secure in my sexuality to say those guys are good-looking dudes. We got a lot of good-looking dudes in this movie. We got a lot of beautiful women in this movie, and I love it. I love it. We got all the beautiful people in here. So anyway, they kick a lot of ass. You think the movie's over? Like, look, should the movie be over by this point? They done killed all these people except for Jade, the main baddie. So after they have this, the greatest scene in this movie is getting ready to come up. By the way.
Yeah.
Two of the greatest scenes, and I have them queued up in there in the private chat. We'll get to that in a minute. So Donna's back, and I don't know what she's doing, but she's got like a little washcloth. She's going, she's not changed her clothes or anything, but she's just because she's got to wipe the sweat right here off too, definitely. She's had a long day though, so I'll give Donna a hard. I won't give her a hard time. But then that guy comes in, and he's like this taxer. What's his name? The Seth Romero.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm gonna get you, bitch, blah 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 blah. And so she fights him off, and then she thinks she's killed him, but he gets back up, kills him again, and then she goes in the bathroom and she's sitting there by the toilet. And you can bring this one up as soon as you can. This snake starts coming out of the toilet. Like right out of left field. I don't even know why the giant snake had to be in this movie, but at one point you think the movie's going to be about them catching this giant snake, but then the diamonds come along. So I mean, it's kind of a discombobulated story.
Something weird's going on here, dude. Just a second.
Well, if we can't find it, I can show a picture of him. Okay, we got it here.
Here it comes.
I probably won't get to see it, but everybody else will see it. So I'm not worried about it. That's why I let you do it, because there's something wrong with my internet.
Well, for some reason, it's not.
There it is.
It's not. Okay, got it. Okay, here we go.
Maybe I should have bad. No, I don't see anything. I just see like a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, for some reason it's not.
Well, rewind
you can hear it.
Rewind the clip. It's at the end there. You see it? It's already played. That's why it's at the end of this. All right, never mind. It probably already played. You need to restart it. But anyway, you got this giant snake.
Technical difficulties, folks. Sorry.
As you can see here. So she, if you can find it later, let me know. But the snake comes after her, and she does everything she can to fight this snake off. And she takes out her gun and shoots the snake's teeth out. So that doesn't deter the snake, though. It's still coming at her, right? So that's when you have Rowdy, played by Ron Moss, just crashes through the wall in his dirt bike with his rocket gun and just totally blows this snake's head completely off of a rocket. A rocket launcher, mind you, he fires inside a house. So, I mean, everybody's in danger. They're looking at it and blow themselves up. I mean, but anyway, they kill the snake. So then you think the movie's over, right, Matt? No, the movie's not over yet.
No.
We have to have the scene where they go confront the main baddie, played by Harold Diamond, whose name is Jade. So they have this short confrontation. There's another cute little scene where he pulls out this little regular size gun, and she pulls out a freaking dirty, hairy fucking hand cannon, which is so awesome. I love everything about it. And let me get this off here. We've already showed it quite enough, but I just like kind of showing these little clips, these little pictures I have every now and then. And anyway, so they shoot that guy. Of course, he falls out of the building, splat, splat, right in front of everybody. Now, I don't know why they brought Taryn and the other civilians with them to this bus, but I guess they just wanted to see it through, whatever.
Yeah.
So then, you have them kind of make out at the end of it, and then everybody lives happily ever after until the next movie, right?
Yes.
So, Joe, as far as bad B movies go, how do you rate this one?
I'd give this a really good thumbs up.
I think it's a fun movie. It's kind of a movie you just it's a kind of a movie you would sit and watch with your friends.
Yeah.
And kind of goof on the silliness of it, And if you're go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a humor in it. There was action in it. You had topless jacuzzi time. You had gratuitous sex scene on the beach.
Yeah.
You had frisbees with razor blades. You had toilet snake.
Yes, we had rock patrol. Yeah, toilet snake.
I think it's basically I think it's a pretty good movie. If for a B 80s movie, I would put this in my top 20. Definitely.
Okay. All right. I guess I would too. You're like you said. I got beautiful women in it. We got good-looking dudes that have abs for days. So we got everything everybody wants in a movie, right?
Yep.
You got something for the women, something for the men. You got some crazy action, some bad jokes, a slight racist joke told by one guy, which I don't condone that, but it was a black guy told the joke, so I don't know. Anyway, but I don't know why that was in the movie either, by the way. I don't know. I think Andy Sedaris just wanted a scene in the movie where he was in it with another guy or something. Because that's the only reason I can guess. But he does make a little appearance in about every movie he's ever produced, directed, because his wife produced it, obviously. But and it's got a lot of plot holes in it, but it's for what it is, straight to video, straight to Cinemax. Something that would be shown at probably 11 or midnight on a Saturday night. I recommend it if you just want to have a fun time. And you like fake giant snakes and rocket launchers and gratuitous violence and sex, then there you go. That's all I can say. So we give a thumbs up. It may be considered a bad movie, but it's pretty good for a bad movie. Yeah, it's no Dr. Zhivago. Okay, it's not Citizen Kane. That's not what he was. But Andy Sedaris was never his intention. But Citizen Kane.
But the thing too is this movie is like the women in it. They're not your typical dumb blonde bombshells.
No,
they're like sweet. Like when you watch them, maybe it's because I'm getting older and I'm a grandpa and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it's almost like you're like those girls are kind of sweet. They're not slutty. They're not. They're with boyfriends. They're not doing what they're doing whatever they got to do.
Man in Hawaii,
yeah. It's kind of a they're cuties. They're cutie pies. It's just a sweet. Some of their scenes together when they're talking about what's her name's dad, and he was in the agency or whatever, the DEA or whatever, and it's just like I didn't want to disappoint him. And it wasn't like stupid what she was saying. You're just kind of like, oh, okay, I get it. All right.
Yeah, and I tell you what, after watching this movie a few times and being introduced to some of these people that I remember watching when I was younger, I have a gigantic crush on Hope Marie Carlton now. I'm saying, oh my God, I love that girl. But I like Donna Spear too. They're great in the movie. And what it was, I don't think that Andy Sedaris was trying to win any Academy Awards. But the thing is, every movie, even if it's bad, it's somebody's wanting to make they're passionate about what they're doing, or they wouldn't have tried to even attempt to make this movie.
Yeah.
So a lot of people probably worked hard to make this movie. I mean, I know it's not going to be like Die Hard. It's not a blockbuster, but I mean, when you see a movie, just remember that a lot of people work a lot. They're looking a lot of work to put a movie like that, any kind of movie together. And actually, some of the action, the explosion of this movie, I don't know who the pyro guy was, but I give him a thumbs up too.
Oh, totally. Yeah, there was some good.
And I've seen that in a few movies. Like I watched a Seagal movie one time, and it's a terrible movie though. I'm not a big fan of him. But anyway, there was an explosion in this movie, and I'm like, well, whoever that guy I think they spent half the budget on that explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looked like they blew up an actual building. I don't know what they did, but I can't remember what movie it was. But I'm sure that there'll be a Seagal movie on this show at some point in time.
Yeah.
We're going to try to keep it postponed as long as we can, because I personally don't like the guy.
No, he's a dick. He's a total dick. I'll say it.
There's a great story about Judo Gene LaBelle choking his ass out in front of 10 people.
Yeah.
So that's who the real legit badass. If you want a legit badass, look at somebody like Judo Gene LaBelle, or even Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee would have kicked his ass.
Oh yeah. Chuck Norris could kick his ass.
Oh, definitely.
Heartbeat.
It probably wouldn't even be much effort. Chuck Norris could probably still kick his ass.
Yeah, exactly.
I know he could kick my ass. I wouldn't mess with Chuck. I'm sorry. I don't care if Chuck is 98 years old in a nursing home.
Yeah.
I would still be afraid of that man.
With the colostomy bag and everything, I wouldn't touch that guy.
Hell no. I don't want that smoke.
Nope.
Nope.
But it's like, you watch the Seagal movies, like, and I've seen quite a few of them. I can't stand the guy. I think he's just a dick.
He's so arrogant.
And all the women that are in that's another thing. Like, and I don't know if I made this point the last time I was talking. A lot of women in these 80s movies are just dumb. They're not written to have any kind of anything. They're just
not supposed to be heroic or anything. They're supposed to be a damsel in distress. Sorry. Yeah.
But these girls, they were like hardcore. I highly recommend this movie to anybody who's watching this. If you got an hour and a half, watch this movie. You will enjoy it. It's not it's got its goofy cheesiness, but it's not Samurai Cop. It's not any kind of Miami Connection. It is I really enjoyed watching this movie. I do recommend
everybody watch Samurai Cop at least once.
Oh yeah, you got to watch it at least once. But
and I'm sure we'll be doing that movie on here very soon.
Have to.
But our next, but while we're here, I think are you cool to do this next week?
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, next Monday, same time, we will be doing and if you want to share this stream next time to your channel, you're more than welcome to. I forgot to tell you to do that. But anyway, if you want this video for your channel, I'll send you a copy of it somehow.
Okay, cool.
I think I can do it. Just send me your email. I think I got your email. I don't know. Anyway, so the next movie we're going to do, I think we already discussed this off before the show, and I think we're going to do Basket Case next. So stay tuned for that. We're going to do a horror movie next, and it's a really creepy, trippy movie. That's all I can tell you.
It's one of those movies where, like, you can't eat anything while you're watching it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's a couple of movies I can't watch or eat while I'm watching. Basket Case is just one of those. It is. It's creepy. That's the right word. It's creepy.
I'm going to watch it today. I think I'm going to talk my cousin into watching it with me if I can find it. I'm sure I can find it on YouTube.
It's on Tubi.
Oh, it's on Tubi. Okay, I got that. I got Tubi, so no problem.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I think we're going to go for now. But thanks for everybody that watched live and anybody that watches later on. I do have a couple of Joe. Why don't you tell? Well, I'll let you go first. You got anything going on coming up on your show?
Yep. Friday night live at 8:00 Central. comics, movies, just kind of having a chat, whatever. Matt was on with me last Friday night.
Too. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, so got that going on, and that's about it, until we do this again.
Okay, we got this one. And I have a few things I'd like to share. I want to say I'll probably have another mail call video coming up maybe tomorrow, but I have another video dropping tomorrow, which will be the Matt's Barrett picks of the week. It's just a short video, so if you can watch that. But tomorrow night, we have another episode of Comic Conversations, and my special guest will be the Easy Comic Reader.
Cool.
He's a good dude, good solid dude. And then Wednesday, I have the another claim sale. Be at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to do it a little differently this time. We're going to have I'm going to have some dollar stuff and $2 stuff, but there's also going to be some stuff that's probably $3. There's going to be some that are keys, but also I'm going to do it. I got a different idea for this, and I want to run this by you, Joe. What you think? I'm going to have people make requests. So if there's I'm looking for a certain, I may not a request for exact books, but Matt, do you have any Detective Comics? If I have them, I'll get them out and I'll show them to you.
Yeah,
I think that's a pretty good idea. What do you think, Joe?
Oh, that's a total idea. It's a great idea.
But instead of just if there's something you're not seeing, because I've been in claim sales, I'm like, man, I wish I could ask them if they have any G.I. Joe coming up or something, right? Then I don't. But now Rob's is different because Rob, he shows you during the week what's going to be on the sale.
Yep.
So you already know ahead of time, and actually, I'll be honest, I'll watch his videos and I have a notepad, and I make a list of the ones I'll be looking for.
It's the same thing I do, man.
So you have to strategize, but I'll do a preview video maybe. Maybe I'll do a preview video, but I have so much stuff I can't. I'm going to show some new stuff starting out. We'll start out with dollar haulers. Does that sound good, everybody? I hope so. But there you go. That's the claim sale. And then, of course, we have the Comic Lounge. Joe, I hope you're there. It'll be 7 p.m. Eastern. That's where we do the hangout. I hope you stop by. Everybody's free to stop by. It's a completely,
lot of fun.
Yeah, and it's a no drama zone. We don't deal with stuff like that around here. I don't even acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't acknowledge it.
Agreed.
So the big thing is Sunday, though. We have a big show Sunday. This is going to be the biggest Sunday Super Show extravaganza of all time. We have the 300 subscriber giveaway.
Oh, woo!
I hope everybody's there because we got a good giveaway. I'm going to show it real quick, real fast. Hold on. I mean, I don't know if anybody else is. There's only a couple of people I've ever seen on the internet, like Council Comics. I say that their giveaways, my friend Scotty, and the one that Rob Fatsacks does on his show, probably the best giveaways. But this one's maybe not that great, but it's pretty great because I'm going to show you what you got. You're going to be getting a copy of Uncanny X-Men 214 when this is a key issue, too. This is when the Dazzler joins the X-Men.
Yeah.
You got Captain America 292, first appearance of Black Crow, a Native American bad guy, I think. Something. I think he's a good guy. Star Wars, The Mandalorian #6. Hulk #6. This is the first appearance of Titan, the guy with the lightning around him. Then you get a copy of the new West Coast Avengers #1.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. You get a copy of Alex Ross version variant with Electra on it. Star Wars Yoda #3.
Oh.
But you think, I mean, that's a pretty good giveaway. Well,
yeah,
that is, but that's not all that's going to be given away at the same time. We're going to give away the copy of this retroactive 70s Batman, which is they do it like 70s style. And you got old school guys like Len Wein.
Yeah, Mandrake. Yeah,
Mandrake. And it's in newsprint. The inside of it's newsprint. So it's an old school feel. Then you get Superman Wonder Woman issue 20, Bombshell, DC Bombshells variant. Then you get Black Canary, the best #1, David Nakayama variant, very good looking variant. Actually, kind of looks like Hope Marie, don't she?
Yeah, she does.
And then you get these 3 die cut Superman covers.
Oh,
so that's a pretty good giveaway.
Heck yeah.
So everybody, please give me a like. I've already got to the subscriber. I've got the subscribers to. I've got 307 subscribers now.
That's awesome, dude. Congrats.
Thank you, man. And if you're not subscribed to my friend Joe here, Crazy Hungarian, just type it in. Just type Crazy Hungarian together, no space, and you'll find it. That's the way I find it. So, all right. Now we got that out of the way. I guess we're done for the day. But, join us next week, same time, for Matt and Joe's Bad Cinema. And we'll be reviewing, like I said, Basket Case. But until next time, true believers, Excelsior.